San Antonio's most underrated podcast. I'm Chris. I got Roy here.
Hey, what's up?
We got Johnny.
In the building.
How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Today has been a really peaceful day.
That's good.
Cut the grass. I watched the truck outside. Like I didn't go to I didn't drive it through a car wash. I actually washed it by hand. You know what I mean? So it's been a really good, productive day. That feel productive to me now. Like, am I old now? That's like a really productive day for me.
That's what's up.
Yeah, was y'all day that productive? Like,
productive. Cut the grass and wash your car. Got a lot done.
I recorded a podcast
in 24 hours, bro.
Yeah.
How'd you fit that in?
He even slept.
I slept a little bit.
Get a couple naps.
I actually got 2 naps.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. It's been a long day. It's been a real long day, man.
Wow. How's your day going, Roy?
Good. Came from work, so.
Why you look at me when you said that though?
I thought Roy
think I don't work.
Yeah, you're. So we got UFC.
I got a job.
Yeah, that's yeah, we know. Looks like Conor beat Cowboy in his return.
Yeah, man, he dominated him too. Like he made it look easy.
Yeah. What'd you think about? Did you watch it? It was like 5 seconds.
I didn't watch it. I saw the replay, 40 seconds.
Huh. So you did see it?
Yeah, the replay. Yeah.
God damn.
The replay is the fight.
Yeah.
He said, did you watch it live?
No, I didn't.
No,
I said, did you catch the fight? It was like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He said 5 seconds.
You watch it?
I didn't want. Yeah. Okay. If that's what we're doing, yes, I watched it.
Did you catch his performance?
Yes, I saw the shoulder that really, was the.
That was new, right?
That was the death blow.
Hit him with a little Uzi.
He set that up. This guy.
He's been thinking about it.
He's been
thinking about it. He wrote it down.
That was different.
Yeah, 2 tabs.
And it's funny that he says, because I was listening to Partisan Fontaine on the way over here, and that how he said in that song, hit him with this. I don't know what the fuck he say, but yeah. He had the little Uzi shit in there.
Conor was like, I'm gonna try that.
Well, John Jones been doing that though. Like
that's what y'all said. He has a fight coming up too.
Is it today? No, it's not today.
I think it's. I don't know if it's this
coming
week
up
or next week.
It's coming up soon. Yeah.
Do you think what career would you rather have, Conor McGregor's or John Jones?
Conor.
Damn, you racist. Jones.
He fought Mayweather. I would think he's worth more now.
Yeah, I would go Conor. His career. I think John's fought more than him too, right?
John has fought more than him, but I don't know who's making more money or who's making more money.
Conor. That's easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of the Floyd fight.
Yeah, and I
was
think,
was that because Floyd picked him, or I mean,
regardless.
I think it made sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so if a Conor fight comes on and a John Bones Jones fight comes on, which one are you gonna watch first?
Johnny Bones Jones.
Really? You think that's gonna be more entertaining than a Conor fight?
Absolutely.
I'll probably go Conor.
Because there's way more
Conor.
There's way more competition in John Jones' division than it is in Conor McGregor's division.
But Conor's entertaining.
Yeah, I'm saying like a single fight. Which one would you?
So is there anybody right now that you see him losing to, Conor McGregor in his weight class? Like, I mean,
losing to? I don't know, but a good fight would be Masvidal.
Why?
Because I think he's up and coming Conor. I don't think he's lost any fights yet.
You think it'll be a good fight, or do you think?
I think it'll be a good fight.
So you don't know who would win.
I just said that. Nah.
What about you? Why would you say, like, weight class wise, like you wouldn't say that there's more competition in John Jones' division than it is in Conor McGregor's?
Nah, I don't want you to see enough to say.
So why did you pick Conor then?
That I'd rather have Conor's career because I know of it more because he's more out there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he ain't getting popped for steroids either.
Yeah.
And getting a year banishment. So
and John Jones not in the bar beating up on 86-year-old men.
He gave a man a little slap. Like, what you want from him? He's repent. He didn't go to jail. Well,
he's
humble now.
I take that back.
What did he threw a chair at a bus?
Yeah, like you ever slap a whale? Like it ain't gonna do nothing. It's okay.
He was trying to hit somebody.
He ain't hit him though.
Oh my God. We all watched the Boondocks. We know what happens when you throw a fucking chair at all hell breaks loose. Remember that episode?
But anyway, yeah, I'd be interested to see who he fights next. He has a lot of options now. I feel like
I don't like him. I just don't like.
that's
him.
good. I think that's what also sells fights because people want to see him lose, kind of like the Mayweather thing.
I guess so, man.
But yeah, and then you got Zion returning.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about his performance?
Man, from what I saw, like shit was crazy. Like you saw the potential of what he could be as far as being a difference maker. Like I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a superstar, but like you can see that when he's on the floor, he's gonna have some kind of impact, whether it's making a big block, you know what I'm saying, weak side block, whether it's getting out on a break and having a big time dunk, you know what I'm saying? Some now if he's able to be consistent with the 3-pointer, just
he didn't even try any in the second game.
I haven't even seen it. I just saw like the block and the dunk and all that other shit. So I didn't really watch the game. But just saying, like, if he's able to be a difference maker, like sky's the limit, you know what I mean? But I mean, as of right now, I would just say, like, with the way that team's going this year, just be a difference maker. And I think that team will be able to.
Do you think he can catch Rookie of the Year?
No. Too much.
It would. I mean, he would have to do like if he's able to pull them into contention, like that 8th seed. Like I would say, like he's going to get strong consideration.
The Grizzlies are there right now, right?
Yeah.
You said if the finals start right now or whatever.
I think it's like.
So who do you think would be in the 8th seed? Because you mentioned the Spurs earlier this week.
I think they're like 4. I mean, that's what they wanted the teams, but I think it's like 4 teams that are like 4.5 games out of that 8 spot. So I know it's like, the Grizzlies are in that spot right now, but the Grizzlies lose, they could drop all the way down to the 11th seed. And somebody, you know what I'm saying? So if it's, you know what I'm saying? So to say that they can't move up is crazy. They could go on a 2-game win streak and be in the 8th seed. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I just think that I mean it's up for anybody, but with them not having Zion and them being in the mix, that's why I would pick them over the Spurs in that 8th spot, just because the Spurs have been pretty consistent. I mean, they've had their injuries, but they weren't missing somebody like a Zion. So if Zion is able to come back in and the Pelicans are already where they're at, that's why I would see them being in the 8th seed over the Spurs.
And he's a big difference. Like I think he can do it.
Yeah.
Just his presence on the floor. I mean, regardless if he goes like you said 4 for 4 from the 3, he's gonna get guarded and even double teamed, and that's gonna let like Ball do his thing or other people the chance to score.
Yeah. Ingram.
True.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And then you got Clippers players are rumored to be upset.
Rumors. Oh my gosh.
With
the TMZ now.
With the it's been reported that they're upset. They're not putting names on it. So I mean,
they didn't put no name on it.
Obviously.
So somebody
we can't check
said
it. We can't check it.
Yeah.
It's not verified. It's a
There's no check mark.
It's a
somebody left the post-it note.
It's an anonymous
undercover tweet.
It's a anonymous disgruntled workhorse out there.
It's that little box that they got in the office.
Suggested box.
Somebody dropped a little paper.
Anybody could.
They're basically saying that they're unhappy with the handling of Kawhi and Paul George. Do you think that's real leadership?
I got to get them more towels than everybody. The damn towel boy's mad. He left a note. Kawhi always makes me get his towels.
What do you think that says about them?
I don't think.
Does that say anything?
It means anything. Who cares? Put a name on it and let us know who actually said it. Is it one of his teammates? I mean, are we just assuming this is a teammate?
Well, the reports are saying it's a teammate. Yeah.
The reports said it's a teammate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're standing on.
It's the middle. It's the middle of the season. It's there's gonna be tension. Yeah. The late season playoff. They're just gonna have that on their mind.
I mean, maybe Patrick Beverly says that shit like
he is out there working though. You can't really say, well, you're not working, Mr. Beverly.
I would say either Beverly or Lou Williams. Those are the only 2 guys who would. Well, Montrezl Harrell look like he might say some shit like that.
Yeah, he do. He got the dreads to back that statement up.
Just look at Kawhi in the locker room like, I said it. Nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't see Lou Will saying stuff like that because he's pretty much the leader of the team.
Oh, wow.
So he's probably running the ship.
You're an idiot.
He's steering the ship, but
leader of the team.
I mean, I can't say Kawhi is with him in his off
I don't
days.
care how
It's
many
field trips.
I don't care how many, like when Kobe was out, would you think that he's still not the leader of that team? If Jordan was out, do you still think he's not the leader of that team? Like Kawhi
but do you
Leonard.
think Kawhi
It's
is
a
the
lot
leader
of
just because
ifs.
he's a superstar of the team?
Yes, absolutely. Kawhi is the person that the coach is running the plays for when he's on the floor. Kawhi is the person that's
When he's on the floor.
the Kawhi is the person that's, I'm pretty sure he's at every practice. You know what I'm saying? Like he's only missing games, not practice. The team knows, like those guys know, like, oh, he's here with us in
But
practice.
I think you're
too.
talking about like leadership. Does he like show the leadership, talk to his guys, motivate the guys?
He leads from the bench.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem like he motivates his guys.
Why? Because he don't talk about it in front of y'all?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he talking about. When I see
I mean,
Kawhi,
you do?
When I see Kawhi and I see him interacting with people on the bench, I never see
see
anybody like having an issue with him. I've never seen that like on the bench with somebody like, oh, I don't want to be next to
Like,
this
have you
nigga.
seen that other than JR and LeBron? Have you seen that with anybody else though?
I mean, there's people that you could just tell, like the way, like whenever they're going to the bench, like their body language and the bench's body language, like you never just seen, like even when Kawhi shot that shot, like how everybody on this team, like at the Raptors, that team loved him. Like I think it's the same thing with the Clippers. I think it was the same thing with the Spurs. Like he just get up and he go to work.
Fair. They
like,
loved him because he brought a championship.
It was a game-winning shot. Like,
yeah, like
he's always
like, a lot of the love is because he brought
like,
a championship.
I don't care. Like
that fixes a lot.
Like what's the knock on, like when you say he's not a leader, like he's any move he's made is because, you know, he wanted to put himself in a position to be a winner, like
himself.
Yeah. I mean, look, what is LeBron doing? He's not getting questioned for that because I mean,
he's a leader.
He missed his games. He had his games where he sat out, but because Kawhi is like he's doing the fucking the Patriots?
No help.
He's doing the Patriots way. He took advantage of the rule. Now y'all mad at him.
No one's mad. We're just talking about his leadership.
Y'all questioning his leadership. Like nobody.
No one questions LeBron because he's vocal about being a leader.
Nobody questioning Tom Brady about the damn inflated balls no more either. So I mean,
what?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
try to deflect like
you can't be a leader Skyping a player. Like, bro, you got to be in there playing with him. Like, what are we talking about?
Though, like, he's
I'm on
not
vacation home. Let me.
Hey, good luck out there, guys.
Right.
Send.
He trying to keep himself. He trying to keep himself.
Yeah,
preserved.
it's a lot of me.
Yeah,
he's a me guy.
This is gonna help.
You about to say he's a me guy?
This is gonna help us as a team.
Okay.
This is gonna help us as a team.
The whole time you've been talking, you've been saying him.
That's like
the goal. The goal is for a championship. Fuck it. I mean,
it is. It's the goals for championship. And like I said, I'm okay with him load managing.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about his play. I'm talking about the leadership skills. There's a difference.
Don't try to take credit for the whole success of your team when all you do is perform in the playoffs. Man. Like, call it what it is. Like, he's just a playoff performer.
Okay, so was it a playoff game the other day when he dropped the triple-double?
His first one ever?
That's crazy.
Because he don't put that type of, he don't do that. He don't have to do that.
That's what I said.
He could do that when he wants to.
He about to take the rest of January off, bro.
He wants to.
Not on a back-to-back.
That was like 2 games of work.
Hey,
shit,
if it was a back-to-back in the finals, he'd be out that motherfucker though.
I'm sure it's a lot of ifs and.
I mean, you create a hypothetical that won't happen.
Yeah, you started
you said something that won't happen.
There's a lot of hypotheticals.
Not if it's a back-to-back. You just said if.
I mean, there's a history to prove that it does happen that he don't show up during back-to-backs.
There's a lot of players that don't show up to back-to-backs.
Are they all Kawhi stature?
Yeah, LeBron used to do it all the time.
Does he currently do it in
all
year
the
17?
time? Are you saying all the time?
Yeah, he did it a lot.
In year 17?
He did it a lot. Don't do that. My girl do that. All the time?
He didn't do it all the time.
I know, obviously.
When did you do it?
Obviously not all the time. So he did it every time he came out.
Kawhi does it all the time.
No, he doesn't do it all the time. He does play some back-to-back.
Some.
Yeah, I show up. If it's like a Clippers versus Lakers back-to-back, I mean, he's already there.
This guy.
Anyway.
I feel like when it's one of those big games on the back-to-back, he's like that Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I can get
fired.
fired.
Yeah, I'm just here so everybody respect me. So with the Super Bowl predictions, who do you got winning? Has that changed or still the same as last week?
Same. I picked the 2 winners. I'm saying Kansas City.
Huh?
I picked San Francisco and Kansas City to win. So I'm gonna say Kansas City's still gonna win.
Why didn't you say that? What are you saying?
You said you picked 49ers and Kansas City to win?
No, to win their games last week.
Super Bowl, Roy.
Kansas City is gonna win. That's who I picked.
Okay. Why that seem so hard?
Yeah,
because I think one of y'all picked Green Bay to win it all. Because they said they would you Green Bay to
pick.
We
all picked a lot of teams on the way to the
Super Bowl. Like for
okay.
Super Bowl, like has Kansas your pick City's for the Super Bowl changed?
Still looking the same.
Who you got? You still got same team?
Nah, we all have picked. You picked the Patriots, right?
for the Super Bowl to win the Super Bowl, current
Right.
Super Bowl.
Right.
My pick was originally Patriots. They're not
so
playing.
yeah, I said everybody's pick has changed, and you said so. Did your pick
No,
change?
remember last week when we picked for Super Bowl?
All right,
Yeah.
who did I pick last week?
Did you say 49ers?
Okay, so
I don't
yeah,
remember.
the 49ers. I don't remember either.
No, you picked Green Bay to beat
I don't know if
49ers.
I don't know if it changed.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Though.
All right,
Yeah.
so
I'm not invested in the Super
Okay.
Bowl.
Okay.
Who do you want to win?
yeah, damn, it's not that
49ers.
hard, Roy.
I just said. I mean, if he said I said the 49ers last week, then
All right, so he don't know.
49ers.
I'm still going to go with Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Anyway, and then we got Eli Manning retiring. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer? That seems to be the big question right now.
I'm gonna say yes. He's not like first ballot Hall of Famer, but yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Do you think he'll get in year 3? When do you think he'd get in?
Yeah, I mean year 3 or 4. I don't know. He's not first ballot.
I think he's first ballot. I
You
mean,
think so?
2 Super Bowls,
What
500
else?
winning percentage. And he had doesn't he have the record for the most consecutive starts, like without
It's like
missing a game?
It's up there, but like, what
He
is
don't
that?
have the record.
I don't think he's number 1. No.
I think
He's up
number
there
one.
with his brother too.
I don't know, man.
That's
I thought
up.
he was up there.
I
Does
think-
that
I think-
mean anything though?
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
117,
He shows
and
up. That's
117?
leadership.
Man,
I got you.
Yeah, come
That's
on,
true.
Damn.
That's
okay.
true. So do you agree
Yeah.
that that means something then?
I guess so. If you said it,
Yeah,
'Cause you
damn.
but you was really finna shit on him just now for him showing up. You was like, "What does that mean?"
With his
So
record
what?
is,
What are you trying to say?
when his record's 117 and 117 and he shows up, like, doesn't that cancel each other out? Like, does
I mean,
that?
he's doing the best he could.
Do you think you should get into the Hall of Fame doing the best you could though? Like,
So do you think if Kawhi got out there and he was trying to do the
Going
best
back
he
now?
could and they lost, like, I mean, and it's like, damn, well, what does that mean? Like, I mean, what does that mean? What you tell me?
I mean, if you're doing the best you can and it's not winning, then I don't think you're that big of an impact.
And he end up like Katie, he blow out his AC, he blow out his Achilles. It's like, damn, I'm out.
I
That's
see
my
y'all,
last check,
I
y'all.
see y'all next year.
It's my last check, y'all. I was just trying to do what I could for the team, man. Like, look at me.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but yeah, with Eli Manning, like,
I think he's a Hall of Famer, not first ballot, 2
Of
Super
course, you don't
Bowls.
know what I'm trying to say.
So he's top 10 in interceptions. You know,
Yeah. Is he? How high is he?
yeah, he's top 10.
he's top 10. I
He's
know
also
that.
top
he's-
10 in like throwing or something like
I,
that.
I would still put him in the Hall of Fame just because how many
You think he's first ballot?
How many starting quarterbacks? Nah, definitely not first ballot, but how many quarterbacks have 2 Super Bowls that they started and went through this? I mean, and he knocked off
Tom Brady.
He's knocked off an undefeated like New England Patriots team that was breaking all kind of records that year. You don't know because you didn't watch
Yeah.
football.
Do you
So,
think
I
that
mean,
should be like
That's-
the
that's
minimum then?
That's what I said in the chat. Like the 2 Super Bowl rings is the big reason why I put him in there.
So do you think that should be like the bare minimum to get in the Hall of Fame then?
It's not a bare
Minimum.
minimum, but I feel like certain wins like
Yeah.
count more than others. Like he beat the Patriots twice. Like that would be 2 more rings on Tom Brady's finger if it wasn't for him.
I think it depends
Like,
on the
and
the
if you put Tom Brady where you put him, and for Eli Manning to be that guy that's beat him twice, like if you're gonna hold Tom Brady in that regard, why would you not hold the quarterback that
Yeah.
outdueled him? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what.
No, I agree. But like for Chris's question, you have to look at everyone individually. Like I don't think Peyton Manning needs 2 rings to get in,
Eli?
but Eli Manning does.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I
You
got
have to look at each player, like how were they actually playing? Like his stats weren't remarkable, so the 2 rings is what helps him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but you can look at the interceptions and say he's top 10, but I'm pretty sure he's also up there in overall yards and
Yeah, I think
Hey,
he
you
was
breathing
top 10 or
hard?
something like
Yeah.
that too.
I hear y'all in over here, man. Relax.
Why you look at me?
You sound like a grizzly bear over there. I was like, damn, did the air turn on in this bitch?
He go, I can't help you.
It's but yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, I feel like he's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Did you answer?
For sure.
He said he don't. He don't.
Yeah,
feel like he is.
I don't think he would be because it seems like he had a mediocre like career.
But you only seen him for like 2 years, and
But I'm
you've seen
saying
him at his worst.
Like he has 2 Super Bowls.
You've seen him for 2 years play, and then you're judging the rest based off of some numbers. Like you
Yeah.
can't do that if you never really. I just think that you can't say that he's not a Hall of Famer based off of his numbers. Like I feel like,
But
me
isn't
watch-
that a big part of like what gets you into the Hall of Fame?
I
Your
think
numbers?
it's your play on the field, like as a leader, like what you brought to the game.
Everyone
of football. It's more.
So like
It's more than
intangibles?
it's more than just numbers when it comes to because if it was just numbers, like everybody will automatically be in the Hall of Fame. But
Or
there's
not? Yeah.
there's like, for like he said, first ballot, like some people have to. It's a while before they can get in, but like I think he belongs in. To say he don't belong in the Hall of Fame, I think that's crazy.
He's gonna get in. Well, I feel like he should.
Yeah,
I don't think he's
like
done,
you
but-
literally just watched him in his worst.
I mean,
you know what I'm
to me,
saying?
like, I think Chris is downplaying like the accomplishment of 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Like that's a lot for a quarterback. I mean, for the longest time, he was above his brother just because his brother couldn't get that second one.
Not even saying bare minimum, but like that just goes into like him not knowing that much about football to think that the Hall of Fame is just about numbers. It's more than just about numbers. It's like, you got the most touchdowns, you're automatically in. It don't work like that.
So who's another player that got in not based off of numbers that comes to your mind?
I mean,
That's a horrible way to say it.
Because there's a lot of
their
people,
accomplishments.
you know
I know,
like,
but you're saying like it's not only based off numbers.
It's not.
I know, and you're saying that because I don't know that. Yada yada yada. So tell me, Johnny Rowe, who is the player that comes to your mind that got into the Hall of Fame?
I don't look at the Hall of Fame like that.
So you don't know?
I couldn't tell you. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure I could Google it to tell you, but if you're just asking
I'm sure
me right
anybody
now,
could Google it. So
right.
you don't know. Cool. Good to know.
Good
Anyway,
job, buddy.
So we got AB.
That makes you feel good.
What?
You made a point just now.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You want to revisit it?
I'm just saying, like, because you said something and then you
you made a statement about then
you remember Kevin Hart when he was
he was
talking about his girl, right, cool. And he was just like they was arguing and he just say some dumb shit and then walk the fuck out the room. Like he just said some dumb shit. I was like, all right, so like okay, so
do you know now or no?
No, it still don't know, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Anyway. So AB turns himself in for allegedly beating up a driver
and everything. He just ate. What happened?
You good?
What happened?
Can we move on?
AB did what?
I'm trying to say it.
Say it.
Let me read it for the third time.
All right, you got it.
AB turns himself in for allegedly beating up a driver.
Damn, that's crazy.
Do you think this is AB's lowest, or will he be going lower?
Lower.
Wow, that's crazy.
I say lower because of if there's a trial and all that, that's gonna be like a lot of stuff is gonna come up.
You don't think there's gonna be a trial?
He said there's gonna be a trial and he thinks some other shit's gonna come up and he's gonna be pulled lower into the abyss.
But do you think like they're gonna bring other stuff into his trial?
You never know what's gonna come out. Huh? You think this is his lowest point?
I think that you can't go any lower than your agent quitting on you and then you have a judge ordering you to some mental evaluations. Like I don't think you can get any worse than that. So for anybody, not just AB, but for anybody, period. So I think, I mean, that's pretty much as low as it could get for him.
Do you think that's low though, having to like submit to like a mental evaluation? That sounds like it kind of helps though, if
instead of saying you're just wrong,
I'm just answering your question.
Like, let's see if there is something wrong.
Yeah, and if they find that something's wrong, then they could get help. So it's kind of a positive in the light of a negative.
So what about you? Do you think this is the low or?
I don't think it is. I think he's going to get out. I don't think he's going to I think Antonio said he's going to face like life or something like that. He has like some big time.
So you think shit can get worse than what it is?
I think so too. I think it could. Yeah.
Like what can be worse than this? Like him ending up like Delonte West or something?
Damn, that's bad.
I don't think that soon or that dramatic.
That's
no.
bad.
Yeah, I think that's over the course of
but that's mental that was mental health, right? Like
that's years of like unemployment. So I don't think that's like right now. Yeah. He could like get out, do another crime that's worse than this crime and get put back in jail, So I don't know.
Like how many years has he been in the NFL? Like a lot, right? And when you look at the shit that's happening, it's only been happening recently. Like I mean, you don't feel like there was something that happened from these events. Like what do you tie into that? You tie in that big ass hit when he got mollywop coming across the middle of the field. Ever since then, crazy shit just been happening with AB. Like I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like he's been in the league how long? Like 10, I don't know, like 9, 10 years, 8, 9, 10 years or something like that. Like how come this wasn't coming up like from years 1 through I don't know how many, like as far as the shit that's happening right now?
I just think everybody has like progressions. It doesn't have to be like right off the bat that you're a buffoon.
He was also winning.
Yeah,
then. He was winning. Now that he wasn't winning, he wanted a better organization, stuff like that. Like there's different variables.
I mean, Odell wasn't Odell until he had that like crazy catch and everybody started like praising him. So
he still had numbers,
but nobody saw Odell like
and
they see him now.
When did Odell really decline? When the Giants started losing really bad.
So I don't really think that hit is the holy grail of why he's acting like how he's acting. I just think money changes people.
I think having a disease in your head changes people too.
But you're assuming that he has that disease. Has he gotten checked? Is it confirmed that he has it?
I thought you can't confirm
nobody
it.
can confirm
You
it.
can't
You
confirm
can't
it.
confirm it unless you cut your head open.
Yeah, so you're assuming that he has it, but you don't know for sure if he has it.
I'm just going based off of what I see. I mean, if it looked like a duck and he walked like a duck, I mean, shit, it must be a duck.
Or it could just be like he's just that person. Like you brought up, what's his name, Delonte West?
Yeah.
You see how he's acting. Do you think he has CTE? He was an NBA player.
No, he has some other type of mental disorder. It was well documented as well.
So maybe AB doesn't have CTE. Maybe he's just has a mental disease.
Maybe he does. That doesn't take into away the fact that everybody is shitting on him for what's going on. I don't care what it is. I'm just saying, like, everybody's like, oh, he needs to be held accountable for it. Like, you can't force somebody to get help. If you don't think you need, like, you have to literally be admitted, like, forcefully.
I mean,
like,
that's what's happening right now, though.
But it's hard.
He's not being admitted. He has to go seek medical counsel. Like that's not the same.
But
thing.
It's
a court order.
It's hard not to go at AB when he's doing everything so publicly on social media.
He's not doing it publicly. He's just there's other people. There's
throwing
other people.
Dicks on IG is not public.
There's other people that do the exact same thing, but because he's AB,
or bringing up other people, he's literally recording himself doing it.
It's looked at differently.
How's he not doing it publicly?
It's looked at differently. It's just looked at differently because of the person that he is. But it's happening everywhere. It's just like motherfuckers break down like mental. Like when you already have a mental issue and then you just fucking your shit start falling apart around you. You just break down and that shit leads to other stuff.
No, I understand, but I said that's why a lot of people are probably coming to him because he's doing it so publicly. That's why you're saying like we can't bash him on, but he's just giving us more reasons every time he goes and posts something. He shows a video or something
because he don't care what y'all think. Like he just, I mean, why does he have to care? Like he literally said he was like, I didn't know I can get in trouble for that. Like he probably really didn't know, and he really don't care what you think. Like there's,
I'm not in the NFL no more. I can't.
There's really
people in trouble.
There's really people that
I can't beat up this driver.
Just post whatever the fuck they want to post on social media. That slap whoever the hell they want to slap when they out. You know what I'm saying? People do that. That shit does happen. That's not that crazy.
So do you think they get a pass or should they be held accountable?
I mean, they go through their due diligence or whatever, the justice system, whatever you want to call it. Like everything happened differently for other people. But I'm just saying, like, if you got knocked in the fucking head or if you got a judge saying that you need to get a mental evaluation, like somebody somewhere thinks something ain't up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody somewhere thinks something might be going on for them to say, and instead of like putting him in jail, they said, let's get him some mental evaluation. Like they feel some kind of way. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. So switching to music, we got not a lot of music dropped out or came out.
Mm-hmm.
We got Rome Fortune. It's called
and he giggles as he says
it's called Freak.
He can't even say it with a straight face. I was listening to Freak.
What do you think about it? You want to let Roy go first?
I was on the. Go ahead, Roy.
I did not like the vibe of it. Like, the beats of it. I did not like the beats of it.
He's on an island.
And then like the whole like whisper singing, I didn't like it at all. Like
ASMR.
Bro, those videos, like my daughters watch those videos, they're annoying.
We watched the different ASMR videos, Roy.
It's not for everyone, from what I hear.
It's like whispering. People like whispering,
but they eat stuff too, and all that.
They have the erotic ones. Yeah, so when he said his kid was watching it, I was like,
it's like they eating Doritos. They're like,
oh, what the hell? That shit was way over my head.
Yeah, but go ahead, Roy.
Yeah, I didn't like his tone of it, like the whisper talk, sing. Like he never got loud or anything. He never showed like a note or anything. I was just like,
you want him to get loud?
like you know, like show us a little bit of range or something. It was, I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
I'm surprised you like the beats because to me a lot of the beats seem cluttered.
Did you say you like the beats?
I didn't say I liked
the beats. That was me.
Yeah, that was you. My bad. Yeah,
I was like, y'all talk.
No, we talk.
I don't. Me personally, the album wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I went in just feeling some kind of way about it, just because of the cover.
Yeah,
like, that's when I listened to it when I put the cover on it. Then I'm playing the game, and then even when I put it on, the person that was in the house, they was like, what's that? Like, and I was like, I gotta listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They left the room.
It's my work. Get out.
I didn't
That's
care
definitely
for
not
it
an album to play games.
I didn't care for it too much, but
what didn't you like about it?
It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I liked it. I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5,
bro.
Well, let me rephrase
That's
that.
crazy. You thought that was better than Crit.
I liked it. I liked it more than I thought. I had 0 expectations.
Why did you pick that? I thought it was a joke.
Me too.
He told me he thought it was gonna be a comedy album.
Yeah,
I thought it was a joke.
I did too. Like I thought he was gonna be like, I thought it was gonna be a 1. But like,
and then he said, the more and more I listened, the more I heard it. I'm like, how many times?
I feel like it's one of those albums.
You replayed that?
I listened to it like twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the beats. The beats was super vibe, like chilled. And then like when you like listen to what he's saying, you can't really be doing stuff. It's a driving album.
But okay,
He's
so
rapping.
it's funny.
He's talking about stuff though.
Okay, I gave it like a 2 or a 3.
Okay, what'd you give it?
Like a 2.
Okay,
Yeah, that shit was trash. But it's
I gave it a 5.
Wow, is that gonna be your highest rated? Because you was talking shit in chat, so I just wonder. That's crazy if that's gonna be your
to be determined.
Yeah, that's now I'm like, huh. That can't be because the shit that you're saying, like this album had, like,
I think
like that's kind of what I was.
Kind of took us for surprise. Like,
me too. Like the way that he was rapping or the stuff he was talking about, despite like the whispering stuff, it kind of reminded me of like a Isaiah Rashad type. You know who that is? He's a rapper.
Okay,
it's kind of a Isaiah. You know who he is, right?
You said hang around with KOTA.
Yeah,
I don't know who he hung around. You know who he hang around with?
That was the group.
Yeah. Damn. I think he signed to them. He's signed to Top Dog. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit because of what he was saying.
Hang around with.
Poor choice of words. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably listen to some more of his stuff just to see if it's
more,
if it's different. Yeah, he has some ratchet album covers. Like
that shit threw me for
they look so dirty.
Yeah, and the title was like, and the title and I was just like, okay.
He had songs called Pheromones.
I was like, wow.
I was like, okay, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, we're gonna get into it then. All right,
but it definitely wasn't. It wasn't like what the album led it to.
Yeah. I was gonna say it was not. I thought it was gonna be some fucking music, but it was definitely was. That's not what it was.
Some ugly guy type stuff. Where it's just stupid, But it wasn't that.
He said them ugly guys. Shit. That's crazy.
But yeah,
some Black and Mild smoking type.
Yeah. But anyway, then we got Quando Rando. Q-Pop. It came out January 10th.
Man, that long ago already.
What'd y'all think about the album?
I liked it a lot.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. The January it's crazy that we say this every year, but it really time really moves slow in January, though. Because if like that was 2 weeks ago, but it felt like forever, bro. Like But what would you say about it?
I like the flow a lot. It surprised me. I'd never really listened to him before. And you
just said that about the other album that you didn't like the flow.
Yeah, but I know I liked his flow.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like that's always that's their.
Yeah,
I mean that's a big way to judge it. Like, do you like the Kings? Do you like the way it vibed with you?
Yeah, certain people like certain parts of music, I guess.
Yeah. I like that. It surprised me what Poetic Justice is probably my favorite off it.
That's Bad Vibes.
I don't know no song titles off of it, to be honest, which I listened to it and I was doing something like probably driving, so I couldn't. I hate when I do that when like there's a song that I like and I be like, man, what was that song? And I don't know, I just never stop and look down at my phone.
I gotta pick up the phone and look real quick.
I gotta find the beat.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, was it this one?
I think it sound like this.
That's crazy. Okay, so everybody does that. Cool. So I couldn't tell you no songs. Like, I feel like if you knew a song, you really didn't listen to it unless you played it like more than one.
No, unless you
played it a couple of times.
Like I played it a couple times that week, and then when I saw it on the list, I did a shuffle on it because it's been like 2 weeks since I've listened.
Yeah. So what'd you think about it?
I thought it was decent. I just felt like it wasn't nothing like I haven't heard.
Yeah.
It was like I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. You ever just like wanted to say some shit?
Like, oh,
I was like, but he felt like you can't say he wasn't talking about shit because he was definitely talking about shit. But he was like an A Boogie mixed with NBA YoungBoy. If you ask me, like,
okay,
can you see that?
Yeah,
like his it was melodic. He was also telling real stories.
I wouldn't say melodic.
He was doing the
It was storytelling.
He was doing the shit
Auto-tune?
that baby do, that little baby, not baby.
Oh,
Not
baby.
Dope Baby,
yeah,
the little
he was
that
doing-
whining thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So he was doing the where they carry out a tune. Like, I'm not gonna say melodic thing because
Okay.
you trying to shit on me, but he was trying to carry out a tune with it. Like it's funny because I talked to somebody about this too, and they was like, "Oh, they said the same shit about what's the singer that we all like, Ty Dolla $ign." They was like, "Oh, you consider him a singer?" And
I think he'd be singing.
He's singing.
and I was like,
what?
"Yeah," but and they really was like, "Nah, he's
Broke
not
down.
a singer."
Were they in choir or something?
No. But they was just they started naming
no
shit.
alto?
They was like,
Yeah.
do you consider Quando Rando a singer? And I was like, no.
No.
But they was like,
No.
well, fucking Ty Dolla $ign do the same
It's
thing.
not the same thing.
They
though.
say they do the same thing, bro.
He literally sings.
It makes sense. I can't tell you the points that they told me, but I'm telling you,
They could come on the show.
they made them damn good points. But to get back to Quando Rando, I just felt
did they
like
change your mind.
it wasn't. I wouldn't find myself listening to that. Like the sound wasn't really me. The topics wasn't really me.
Yeah.
It didn't move me in any kind of way. I gave it a 3. It was, and it's not a bad album. My personal opinion is just like it's not for me. I feel the same way about NBA. Like he's a really good rapper. He's just not for me. I support him. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing, but I just don't see myself pulling up.
I would listen to his next albums. I remember that's the week.
I wouldn't.
Me neither. Like
You don't look like
that
the
was,
type to listen to a cute Quando Rondo.
That was
Yeah,
the
like,
week Moneybag Yo dropped.
You would
And
be
I remember
checking
saying-
for Quando. Like you would be really be like, "Hey, y'all, Quando next week." Like I would never.
I listened to some. Yeah, easily.
Like, I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
I thought Bad Vibes was the best song on there.
The 2 Chainz feature.
Yeah, that was one with 2 Chainz.
Damn, that it was the one with 2 Chainz.
That-
You knew that.
that one-
Maybe you did listen. I don't know.
That one sticks out
Absolutely.
clearly as the best song on the album.
Yeah. That's funny because
I think
when
it's because of the feature.
when the album came out,
No,
I think
the song though.
I played around with that one day. I remember that show we were supposed to record, and I said I wanted to come into that song. And you was like, "Oh, you just going through the top songs on Apple."
Oh, okay.
That was one of the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song is
It's
dope.
good, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought it was regular hood songs as
Mhm.
well. It wasn't nothing special, so I don't really think I'm gonna be checking for him. I thought it was,
wasn't all hood, bro. Like he was telling hoods. Oh, you right.
it was all
You're
hood.
right. He was, but
And
he was telling real stories.
it
though, right?
was
He
like-
wasn't just like,
Yeah, it was hood stories. Like, okay, yeah.
but
You don't-
because you know how you have the mumble rappers who
Yeah.
just be saying dumb shit. But
like they're selling all this stuff and they ain't really have. It was
the content gave me
Like Lil
it reminded
Baby.
me of
But
like
I wouldn't
Sauce
consider.
Walker.
Do we consider him because he's not mumbling? He's
No, he's not mumbling.
clearly speaking. But that's,
we need a new title
No,
for
that's
these
why I
rappers.
said he reminded me of Sauce Walker.
I don't
Like-
Sauce Walker, the Houston the guy, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't get that.
I
at
didn't
all.
see that. at
I got
all.
like Lil
Because-
Baby.
no,
more than
because
Sauce Walker.
It wasn't mumble rap. You understood everything he said.
but I
and
wouldn't
like-
even confuse.
Sauce
I
Walker
would-
just be yelling though.
not every song,
Yeah, he
bro.
does. Yeah.
Okay,
He does. He does do his Busta Rhymes.
it don't sound like he writes his music. It's like a freestyle, bro.
He does do
What am I
that,
mad at
that
today?
woo-ha Busta Rhymes
Yeah,
shit sometimes.
I didn't get all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be checking for it. Was it you that brought it up, or
Yeah, I
he
brought
like-
it up that week multiple times. I liked the album.
Yeah, you were like pushing heavy for this song.
especially the following week. There was no drops.
like he was
I thought
Master
it was
Woods or
Donovan.
something.
I thought it was Donovan that said something about Quando.
no, Damon's the one that said we should listen before it dropped, and then when it dropped, I'm like, all right,
okay.
we're probably gonna review it. Let me listen to it.
You
It turned
caught
out
him.
good.
It was actually Donovan.
But yeah, I gave it. I mean, like I said, content
It
wise,
was very low.
Yeah, let's say 3.
Yeah.
Content wise, it wasn't bad. Just like me listening to it, my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Shit on me or not, I just whatever.
Gave it a 7.
And then you got Redman 3 joints. Like before I played the album, I thought 3 joints was like
Can you call that an album?
or the sample it. I thought it was 3 actual joints.
Yeah,
But he meant songs, I hope.
sounds like a single.
Yeah, what did you think about it? Do you like Redman? Okay, right.
I was really surprised that like he modern days it pretty well. Like his songs were it sounded modern, but like he's still like tradition to like the way he sounds.
I don't get that because when you listen
No.
to that song, it sounds like
Which one?
90s, right?
Stuck in that era. The
Like the 2000s.
the slap that bitch or whatever.
Yeah.
That
I saw the
video. Yeah,
I saw the video and like he
Yeah.
just sound like one of those. It just sounds
It
dated.
reminded me of like a Ludacris hit, you know? Like
It reminded me of a Dave Chappelle skit or something. Like I don't know.
The music
dog.
video did, yeah. But I don't think the beat sounded that dated, that outdated. The beats. Nah.
I got that 2000 vibe. Like,
Yeah, like he made it
like
on
I
a
was in
like
high
a
school or
laptop
something.
computer.
I mean, he doesn't sound bad. He sounds like Redman, so I
Yeah.
guess that's a good.
He's still doing him.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Ironically, I could hear like Slap That on the radio though. Like that could be a radio song.
I don't. I think it's corny.
Exactly. Like a lot of radio stuff that's corny gets on there. Like Move, Get Out the Way. A lot of Ludacris songs were corny if you think about it, and they were on the radio.
But that was a different era, bro. Like nobody is.
That's true.
I wonder about how they consider that an album though. Like that's pushing it. Like I looked on Spotify, it says newest album, and then I'm like 3 songs. That's pretty ridiculous.
That was and it's funny that y'all say that because I'm just probably taking us back a couple of episodes where we talked about like streams and shit, like, and you're like, oh, a person could just put like one song and would it be considered an album or whatever, but like that's like literally what people have been doing, especially when you look at Kanye and they just did like the 7-song series thing. Like they literally, I feel like taking advantage of the streaming numbers.
Man, 7 looks real good because compared to 3 though.
But
he calls it an EP though on this one. He calls it an EP.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, that when you think about it just getting played over and over again, you're like, oh, I could give Redman 9 minutes or some shit like that, and then you think about the amount of like if it's something that's like 9 minutes, you're like gonna listen to it more than once, because you know how Justin Bieber was begging for streams, like leave my shit on repeat, like let's run my record up to #1.
Damn,
like y'all, Justin Bieber is doing that. So like if you just accidentally leave Redman, like you know what I'm saying,
no,
like
I mean I said in the chat, I listened
accidentally.
I listened on my break and I listened twice without knowing, like without the intention of listening to it twice.
15 minutes already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I think something switched on my phone where it was like, because now that I think about it, that I was like, damn, this Shake album, and I know I'm skipping ahead, but I was like, damn, this Shake album is long as hell.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, no, it's going through again. Like I didn't know that I was going through it again because my shit was on, I guess, repeat all. Like, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like
that's what I do. I repeat so French I know Montana. That I'm on the that French I'm done Montana with the album.
My shit, dog.
Excuse my French. No. And then we got was it KOTA The Friend? Is that
KOTA?
I want to call him Kuda, but I think that's 6ix9ine dude that he snitched on. Wrong guy.
Hey, y'all saying my name on your podcast?
Yeah.
You telling too.
We got what's it called?
Lyrics to Go.
Yeah, Lyrics to Go Volume 1. What are your thoughts on that one?
I thought did
you like it?
I liked it a lot.
It was a lot.
And you know, when Roy was talking about good vibes and it flowed well, like I think that was all evident in that. Like I think he probably produces his own shit too.
He sounds like it.
I mean, especially after the track about the label scream over, I'm pretty sure he does it himself now.
Because it's just like he is like everything went well together. Like it was I think that was a real EP. Like that, the way that album went. I thought that was probably one of the best projects that we were reviewing this week. I gave it a 9. Like
I did too, actually.
Yeah, and I love the way that even though it was 15 minutes, giving us 10 tracks, it felt longer than it was because there was 10 tracks on it, so he had a lot of content throughout.
Very enlightening too.
Oh yeah. I love that talking about like brings up his son, being a stay-at-home dad, and switching everything up and all that. It was good.
Yeah, I gave it a 9 too. How old is he? He
looks young. I don't know.
Seems
he
young,
looks,
right?
Yeah.
This is a very mature album.
Yeah.
I liked how
Did you like his other album? Like, have you really listened to his other album?
I have, but I don't remember it.
That's crazy.
That was the one with
listened to that
Hollywood
one a lot.
Yeah. Did you bring him up?
Yes.
The alkaline water stuff. That was when you were drinking it. Yeah. Okay.
He had me drinking alkaline water. Bro.
This guy. But it's a very mature album. He has Cloth Talk on there.
Yes.
You don't get a lot of Cloth Talk albums
from the younger guys.
Yeah. So it was good to hear that. This was my highest rated album this week. And I liked everything about it. It didn't really have any skips.
That's what's up, man. Because you had me bugging in chat, like what,
bro? Yeah, like I was lucky. Like I don't know. Like I thought this would be right in your lane.
Yeah, this definitely was
because this this is, and I'm just gonna throw another one back at you because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I knew you, but Rex Life Raj, I told you like that album.
I don't remember that one off the top of my head.
I know you.
Did I like that one?
No, you shitted on that one.
Okay, cool. It didn't sound like somebody I'd like.
But that album has the same type of vibe that this one has. Like all of his music.
Maybe he put it together better. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. What'd you give it, Roy?
A 9.
Okay.
Hey, look at that.
And
9
then,
balls all around.
That's crazy. And then we got what do y'all call it? 070 or 07?
I call 070.
070.
I just say shake or you know.
We got. Is it a boy or a girl?
That's crazy. I thought it was Chris had me thinking it was a boy.
No, I looked at the album cover.
The album cover looked like an old
an old skater.
I was like, look at Janae Aiko, great grandma out there making music.
I was like, oh, who is this girl? Like, who is it? It's a boy?
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl. You
damn.
had me think it was a man, and I was just like, she must be
gay.
Some
deep tones, though.
She must be gay because like the music, she was talking about a female. Like,
I don't know. Might be packing.
Guilty.
Reverse Young M.A.
Yeah, Shake though, man. Like
we got what's it called? Medusa Vividity?
I don't ask me.
Anyway,
it's some kind of devil talk.
Yeah. So that came out. What was it, last week?
It was last week. Yeah.
What'd y'all think about it?
Man, that album to me was a really, really good album. And let me tell you why. Can I tell you why real quick? How much time we got?
Bro,
man, we might not have enough time. All right, so I'm gonna keep it short. So I mean, it was just everything about did you listen to the lyrics?
Yes.
Lyrically? Like,
yes.
It was crazy when I saw that person. I was just like, damn, this person's spitting like that. Like, and then like it seemed like a whole bunch of different type of styles. Like they play with the sound so much on this album.
I'm surprised you liked it.
It was so well produced, man. Like it was just a
amazing
good
on it,
album. Like they just played with the sounds. Like it was like Jaden Smith in there mixed with.
I get that.
Mixed with like
there was hints of Kanye in there too.
Mixed with I was with the Weeknd. Like they had like some songs that had like the 80s vibe in there. Like it was just
vibes in there.
It was like, man, and fucking Trippie Redd. Sometimes I hate do the screaming thing like that in there. So it was just like they just did so much with, and like you said, Kanye West, like they did so much with the sound. I think the Weeknd probably is the most comparable artist.
I got Kanye on there.
But wasn't it good to where it didn't seem like they were trying too hard to do all that?
Yeah.
Like it was natural.
That's crazy.
And they have a group, a 070 group, and this I listened to this so many times. I fucking listened to the 070 group, and I was just like, damn, they do a lot of that same playing with the sounds. I like that. Like it was a really good album to kind of having. I think it's like my what do you call them? They go over your ear.
Headphones.
Like, but
it's definitely a headphone album.
I have a couple of different headphones though. Like I have the Beats,
weird flex,
I have the
but okay.
AirPods. I have, you know what I'm saying. So
so is the headphones or the earphones?
Yeah. It's like it's what I want to close off and hear and then hear kind of like everything. Yeah. Hear everything because there's a lot going on.
So is the 070 like an ASAP group or something?
Yeah.
So they got better artists than her?
No, I think that's the headline act. I think that's Rocky.
Damn.
Or Ferg in your opinion.
Hope not. What'd you give it?
I get the album an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it, Roy?
Almost the same thing. Because it's literally what we talked about last week, like in the chat. The production, just everything. I feel like it's a good first album from her. And she tried different sounds in it, and it didn't sound like she was trying.
That's crazy that you had me thinking that was a dude.
I thought it was a dude.
I told you it's a female like 2 weeks ago.
After I listened
to it. You be playing though.
I told you.
I looked at the cover, bro. I was like, who the fuck?
Yes.
That can't be no damn dude. So I looked it up.
Hair looked wet, but it was dry.
I was like, oh, that is a female. Okay, it makes a little more sense now.
Like, she got an accent.
I don't think so.
You think she's from London?
I don't think so.
That's 2 songs like
Canada, maybe.
Yeah.
2 songs made a lot of playlists, like Guilty Conscience and
Conscience.
Under the Moon was great.
Pines.
Between the pines.
Sound like safe words, just yelling.
Guilty Conscience though, but yeah, for sure.
I guess. What'd you give it?
I gave it a 9.
Yeah. I gave it a 2.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yeah.
What didn't you like about this?
I didn't like anything about this album.
Not even the production.
When you talk about lyrics and you was talking about how the Weeknd song that recently came out, not the last one, but the one before that, where you was like, oh, he back on his shit. Like there's songs on his album that are similar to that.
That's what y'all sold me on, and I didn't get none of that.
I'm
Like,
really surprised.
Guilty
you didn't like the
Conscience is like
production.
a
I got to get
yeah.
to when I got to Guilty Conscience, I listened intensely, and I didn't get that. I didn't like.
Damn.
Pines. Like
I don't know the title of Pines,
my
but I didn't
God.
like any of it.
She literally says Pines like 50 times, but
Like for me, what did I put? I put the beat selection is comparable to the sounds you'd find in a 90s arcade. So I
It
get
definitely has some 80s.
so I guess
like,
I get what you're saying there. Also,
but even though it had that sound, you didn't like the beats.
no, because it sounded like it didn't match whatever she was going for. Like it was a distraction. I didn't like the beats at all. Like there
Damn,
wasn't
that's
one
crazy,
beat
bro.
on here. Like when you played it,
micro dosing.
Normally we're not this off
my
on like
Yeah.
stuff. Like normally there's some middle. Like
Nah.
we're completely
like
off
when
on
you played
this.
it the other day, like last week,
Yeah.
and I heard a little bit, I was like, oh, okay, I could probably check it. And then I did. I listened to it several times, and it hurt.
Damn.
Like it sounded like all these are just Kanye like songs that he didn't put on his album.
Is this how you felt when he gave Big Crit 2?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But like, don't these all sound like Kanye West songs?
Mm-mm.
I think
This
wasn't Guilty something
Guilty
a
Conscience.
Kanye song or something,
Yeah, it was a sample.
like a snippet or something,
Yeah.
right?
Because she's on Ghost Town off Ye.
Yeah, like all these songs are just Kanye.
It's crazy,
B-roll.
but it's crazy though when I saw her real name, which I can't tell you what it is.
Is it Russian?
No, it made me go look. I just had time today. Y'all know that we talked about it at the beginning of it.
Watch the car.
So I was looking at iTunes on my laptop, and I was just kind of looking at some of Kanye's like old music, and like she's
A lot on there, right?
She's listed as a writer on a lot of his shit.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like majority of the album is inspired by Kanye, or maybe Kanye. It sounds like Kanye took all her life force and left her with this. Like,
I was gonna say, like that's what people think that Drake did to like Party and Weekend.
Like the Weekend.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like it.
It's a harsh rating, man.
I did not like it. Like I would listen.
It was really good.
So you think that Kanye took the best out of her?
Absolutely. Like if you listen to this album,
that's funny.
You can hear Kanye's whole discography, whatever, not the whole thing, but like maybe
a lot of his
5
songs.
Maybe Yeezus and Up.
Yeah,
it's like this.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I said 808. There were some 808s in there.
Like this is definitely like poured on heavy Yeezus and Up. Like he stole her sound. Like she was in the basement. She was definitely in the basement in a sweatshop. He
stole her sound, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah, definitely.
But just like he did Designer, like this crazy.
It is starting to get crazy. Yeah. Like, and that's like let's not get into it because it's a whole nother rabbit hole. But do you consider him a legend? Like, when
Kanye?
You like because in hip hop, like don't they say that in hip hop, like if you that's what they shitting on Drake about, right? Like he don't write his own shit or his rumor.
Nah, it's not. Like it's kind of like the Eli thing. I don't think he's a legend just because he's a rapper.
Yeah,
he's a legend for all the other stuff he put into music,
and
also the people he's brought on too, like his contributions. So
I guess to be brought on and
it's not just based on raps. It's about all the intangibles. Because if that was the case,
their career,
then career. Because if that was the case, then everyone would be legends.
I understand. You said a lot of shit. I stopped listening. I was actually thinking about having to read this thing in a little bit. Put a little pressure on me.
Well, says over there laughing.
You're really sweating.
Oh man! Shout out to Puff.
But yeah, I would definitely consider him a legend. I don't think. Nah, he's a legend.
Who we talking about again?
Kanye.
Okay. Yeah, that's how
you got up in short.
I'm just still a little like,
damn,
we're really off on this album. We're really off on this.
Y'all were pretty close, but I just didn't like it. Like.
It's to me like
I can listen to the whole thing.
Like I just feel like because you like that Jaden Smith shit, you get that one like a 9 or a 10.
Jaden Smith sounded so well put together. It sounded like he was.
This sounded well put together.
It sounded like this person. Like it sounded like she hangs out with Jaden Smith and he also stole from her. Like.
She needs to stop like giving out freebies.
Tell me he don't dress like her.
Like I got more Kanye than Jaden, but I got a little bit of Jaden.
When he do that distorted, that
he does it better though. Like
oh my god.
And then like I didn't.
I was just gonna say like the sound that you hear on Kanye shit, like it sounds like a more polished and perfected version of that, like
of what she does, right?
Yeah, no, she has a polished and perfected version, and he sounds like he's trying to sound like her.
Like, because that's not Kanye's go-to. Like that's Kanye's trying new things. Like, this feels like it's her.
Like
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
She couldn't sing, in my opinion. Do you think she could sing?
I don't think so. I think it's more so like
That's why she had all those tones and effects on her
it
voice.
overcompensates it. I don't think she could rap,
But
but she
that's
rapped
like-
on there too, though.
but
Do you
ain't
think she
that
could
like
rap?
ain't
What,
that like
like
T-Pain?
everyone?
I think she had bars. Yes,
Yeah.
I think she had bars.
I didn't get it. It
Wow.
wasn't.
I mean, I'm not finna say she was out there like giving you poems and shit, but she had bars. I felt like, yeah.
I didn't like it. But
I mean, and I wouldn't call her a rapper. I wouldn't call her R&B. I think it's safe that it's listed as alternative.
is she like a party next door to you?
No, not at all.
Do you think Party Next Door is
I
good?
think she's like what's that like? She's like the type of shit that you go to a club and they like got all the fucking flashing lights going
Yeah.
and they just like that type of. I don't know. Like I don't see her.
I feel like they would choose her song to remix because of the vibes and the production on it. It's easy to.
Yeah.
like
I don't
I don't Party Next Door. Hell no. I don't think it's.
You
that
don't
type
like
of
any
music.
Party Next Door music?
I like Party.
I don't even
Yeah.
know if we listened to the same album, Chris.
We did, Roy. It
Damn.
wasn't on YouTube.
Damn.
Oh damn.
It was on YouTube.
Wow. So I guess we didn't. Anyway, but
This is petty. Wow. And
how am I petty?
it took me a second. Like, well, I guess we did it. Oh my god.
Damn, but
Oblivious Joe.
yeah, yes he did. But yeah, that's all we got. Anything else you want to talk about before we head out?
No, I'm good. You
Nah. What about you, Johnny?
got something to say?
Man.
Everybody, look away.
Actually, you know what? I do have something to say from the final. Y'all not finna close us out though? Like we're gonna do that after this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I do have something to say from the nice folks at Pub Sports on behalf of the nice folks at Pub Sports Radio. So if y'all are planning on putting some money on a big game, I want y'all to go to mybookie.ag. That's A as in Apple, G as in golf, and use the promo code Pub Sports for a deposit match minimum of $50, meaning they'll match your deposit minimum of $50. And yeah, go to MyBookie today, mybookie.ag.
All right, and where can people check us out, Roy?
Everywhere: Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, YouTube.
Good
everywhere.
job, Junior.
It doesn't matter where y'all listening to us. Just don't forget to turn down the bass and turn up the treble.
Her mess now doing it calmly. She know I'm